Hey everyone, Night Badger here, and I'm here to talk about with another fitness video, and I'm going to talk to you about a bit of a um, controversial topic in the fitness community, and that is the topic of cheating on your diet. When you cheat on your diet, what I'm going to define that as is when you don't when you don't track and you know that you go over, or you go over and you do track and you just don't care. So either of those two things will count as it. If you're just not tracking a meal or a day, and or whenever you're not tracking it, or when you do track it and you're just like, I'm going to go over, I don't care, those both count as cheating. Um, if you are able to, I don't define it, I don't count it as cheating if, now you might be different on this, but I don't count it as cheating if you're within your calorie goal, whatever that may be, and you have something that normally you wouldn't have, or people wouldn't think of as being a healthy thing, but you're having it within your calories. Again, you don't want to do that often. Like if you're going to a fast food restaurant, like say if I go to Culver's or something, just something that came to my mind. You do want to cut out fast food and all that, but let's say you go to a fast food restaurant and you order something, you track it beforehand and everything, you're totally able to fit it in there, fries and everything, you're able to do it. Maybe you're not having as many snacks that day, but you're able to do it. Cool. That, technically speaking, would not count as cheating as long as it fits within your calories. I wouldn't suggest doing that very often at all. Again, that's something that I would suggest cutting out of your diet is fast food. I'll talk a little bit more on that probably next week, but uh, but yeah, the what things you would actually want to cut out. But yeah, that, just because those are empty, generally empty calories. I mean, you do get some protein from it and some carbs, but it's not, a lot of the calories in there are going to be empty calories and not really helping you in any, they're not really helping you. So just a warning on doing that. Can you do it? Absolutely. Should you? Probably not. But going back into it, you'll have a few different reactions to this. First is don't cheat. Again, I do agree with this to some degree, and that is the first month you shouldn't cheat. After that, now if you want to go take it farther than that, like 2 months or 3 months, absolutely, you're going to be just on track. You won't. It'll be a lot easier for you to stay on track and say no to other things. It'll just be second nature. Oh, no, I won't have that. No, I won't do that. It won't be straight up easy, but it will be a lot easier than what you might think. And you're going to find yourself not craving these other things as much. You're still going to have some cravings. Trust me, it does happen. I still have cravings. I have cravings even after that point in it. I would definitely have cravings for things. I still want to have other things, but that doesn't, but you just hold on to, you just keep going forward with it. That being said, having it where you just like never have these foods that you crave ever again, that is a bit unrealistic, and you'll even have MDs, PhDs, nutritionists, nutrition coaches telling you that that is unrealistic. You're going to get super depressed if you completely deprive yourself of that and you never indulge. It's okay to indulge once in a while, and try to have it within reason, so you're not just surrounding yourself with food and just having a food binge. And this is one of those things I'm just going to be real honest with you guys about, and that's something for my own life. Again, I want to be real with you guys. I have my addiction. People talk about drugs, and you think about marijuana or cocaine or heroin or something like that people get addicted to. But there's another drug that is totally legal and is honestly a bit of an epidemic in the world, and that's overeating. And you have and there's actually a what is it called? Eating disorder. A lot of times people when they think of binge eating, they usually think of bulimia. Lost the word there for a second. Bulimia, where people binge and purge. And people are like, well, if I'm binge eating but I'm not purging, then it's no big deal. No, binge eating is an eating disorder, and it's one that I have. It's one of those things that I have to be really careful about, because if I ever give myself like a cheat meal or cheat day, cheat meals are, I'll go into that in a second. But if you do give yourself a chance, like a cheat meal, you don't want to just like buy like everything, just like surround yourself with food and then just like eat it all. That's binge eating. That's not good. So, just go to a restaurant. If you do, go to a restaurant, order something, whatever it is that you're cheating with, and it's got to be within reason. Don't just completely lose control. Let me see. So, what I would say is, you have some people who give, the other reaction that you get is, you have people where they'll be like, oh, this is my cheat day every single week, and you don't want to do that either, because cheat days you tend to get carried away with those, and they just, you blow all the progress you've made that week, and whatever your goal is, you end up weighing in the next week, or scanning, whatever you're doing, and it just doesn't, you check it and it's like, oh wow, I gained weight, or I didn't, I gained weight, but it wasn't muscle, it was fat, and that's the type of stuff that you want to avoid. By doing a whole cheat day, it can go really badly, and definitely not every week. Having a cheat meal every once in a while, again, not every week. That's not a horrible thing, because it's a little bit easier to not get carried away with it. Again, don't binge, but if you have a cheat meal every once in a while, that's not too bad. That's not a bad thing. That week, you're still probably, when you weigh in, it's not going to be quite as good as you were hoping for, but you'll still, you should still be able to be going towards your goals a little bit more. So that's basically what I had to talk about today, and I'll be back. I will be back next week with another fitness video. Later on this week, I'm hoping to have my first reaction video to The Mandalorian. I planned on doing that last week, but it didn't quite work so well. So, didn't work out, didn't have the right software for it. So, this week I'll have the right software and I will react to it. So, I will see you all later.